Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this today's 8 o'clock sessions at the Dhammastery. And this is a day where let me wish everyone happy Dashera, Vijayadashmi, whatever the different ways you want to call this. But this is a day of victory. Uh, this is the day when we celebrate the joy of overcoming the biggest fears of our life. Okay, Dashami, Vijaya Dashami, 10 dimensions, right? 10 dimensions are there, and these 10 dimensions are not outward, but it is inward. And so someone asked me a question just now, okay, and I said, okay, let me record and answer this question. It says, uh, what is the shortcut way to come out of this physical ailment and the problem? I said, death. That is a shortcut. That is a final relief. There is no other technical relief. So I really don't want to go into deep science into this, but just to give you a kind of an overview of what is today's speciality is, um, you can Google it out, the 10 dimensions of life. Okay, why it is called Vijayadashami. You will find it is all about controlling your emotions. So let me tell you the other side of science, which people don't understand and they don't talk about it. What is the meaning of Asur? Mahisasur. Okay, he was half demon and half. His body was like half human and half, the bull kind of. Okay, so Mahish, that's the bull, buffalo, not bull, buffalo, right? So I'll tell you about this. So when this entire thing started, this is actually science, and the articulation of all these things was given in stories in Hindu mythology. Everything is a science, guys. There is a reason. If you don't understand the reason, the best way to connect is God and spirituality. So how can you, explain to all those people without a PowerPoint presentation, without a Zoom call? So the best way to create some sort of a story that people can imagine, because human beings love to imagine things. If you don't put a kind of an image to it, they will not believe into this. So there has to be a story, right? So the story is divided into three parts. Okay. So look at this. The lower part of the brain, this part of the brain, which is the oldest brain of human being. Okay. This is the, sometimes people call it as reptilian brain. This is the animal brain of human beings. Correct? How many of you agree to this? Okay, human being has got three brains. Okay, three layers of brains. I don't want to go into big data into this. So there is a lower, center, and upper. Okay, the upper cortex and all these things, right? So here, this is what happens. You need to understand this. The lower level is called as the reptilian brain. So here comes the animal instincts, the animal part of this, the animal energy. This is all here, down there, right? Down. Did you understand this? Three layers down. So the two different layers that you see in the Hindu epics, okay, Asuras and Suras. What does Sur? Sur means the upper layers. The Dev means Daivik, the godly, the positivities, right? Devta, understanding? And Asurs. So Sur, Devta, Asur, three layers, right? So what is this part is Asur. What is Asur? The lowest part of it. The lower means what? The animal instincts inside you. What are the animal instincts? Okay, monkey, greed. Okay, a bullock or the bull is like, this seems innocence, power, right? They've got multiple characters. Each animal has a multiple characteristics. Yes or no? Right? So this is actually the emotions inside you. These are not outside, these are emotions. So you will find the formula of 10 dimensions, where you will find, the control of anger, this, that, fear, and all this, right? All these things are there. I'm not going to go deep into this, but this comes back to you at every moment. You cannot kill them, you cannot take them off. You can just diminish them and make them silent for some time. Okay. Even the best of the best sages or the saints, they cannot control this. They cannot control this. That can be love, that can be lust, that can be fear, that can be anything. Clear? You cannot. So there is technically no way to come out of it. So then this entire story goes beyond, and it is nicely depicted in a kind of a women form that will control over this entire thing with the amazing power. So all the gods gave their energies and powers and weapons to this women form, which became the goddess. That is the Durga. Correct? That is the story, right? Now, why a woman? Now, Mahisasura had a lot of, what do you call this, other demons. So this energy that was formed by the gods, okay, I'll tell you what is the gods part of it. Okay, the devtas, they gave all the powers, right? They created this super energy. This energy can replicate anything, can replicate. We call it as the women form, right? Anything we cannot reproduce. Only without the ladies, it is impossible, right? They have this reproducing powers. We don't have it. So now that's why she had she opened the third eye, and she created the entire band of army, and now started the big fierce battle. And in this battle, the demons came back, and she was able to uh, you know take each one of them. So sometimes it came in different animal forms, sometimes it took different shape and size and features, sometimes it came in the shape of very close relatives also, and she was able to kill everything. And at last, when she was infuriated, she took that Amrit, okay, that something, some kind of potion. She was intoxicated at that point, because without that, she was not able to control these demons, okay, because it was constantly coming with her, and it's difficult. So at one point of time, she became infuriated. Her eyes becomes red and all. She kept all the powers. She kicked that entire thing and put the leg on the top of her this thing. And with that pain, Mahishasur came to his original form, the what do you call it? The buffalo and the half asur form, and then she killed the entire demon. Now, what does this signify? So technically, there is no practically a war happening. All the asuras is the animal instincts that is inside you. Getting my point? These are all the animal instincts. So whenever this animal instincts, okay, is overpowering your conscious, which is the devta power. What is devta? The thinking capacity. You see, this is a layer, three layers. The upper layer, devtas and all these things, the sur, right, and asur. Clear? Sur and asur. These are the three different layers. So when you understand that this is actually not a war, every war will have only one thing. It's called transformation. Okay, every war. What is the war? The war is you need to see where is the demon coming in what form, and then you try counter-attacking it. After that, only two things going to happen. Either you will lose or it will take time. Either we lose or it will take time or you will win. There is only three things. So typically, this entire thing, it has physical challenges, fears, and anxieties, and all and any other things that you can put. These are 10 dimensions. You can look in Google and find out more. So I think this is the best thing to share with you. And if you want to do this, if you want to take control of your animal instinct, what is that? The reptilian brain. You need to think of the devta brain. What is that? That cortex on top, the emotions, the power. There is no other way. That is the only way. So what is the third eye? Third is the intellect, the wisdom. There is no other way to conquer this other than this. And how do you get that? That has to be something by which you dive into this. You have to jump in somewhere. So I shared some beautiful things today. So if you want to make yourself to the next level, you want to control the asuras inside you, and which is in the form of multiple things. It can be in the form of pain. It can be in the form of poverty. It can be in the form of fear. It can be in the ailment. Many other things, right? So what is the only thing is get enlightenment. How do you do that? You have to use the top part of your brain to induce the second part. That's how it is. And for that, I would probably suggest you don't go into meditations. Don't go into all these things. There is a very simple three techniques. It's a triangle. How many of you want this shortcut? You want a shortcut? Okay. I'm going to give you a triangle. Okay. So what I'm also going to do is, for people who are here, I'm also going to give you the source of this information. Okay. Everything, whatever happens inside the mastery, it is a highly scientific, well engaged information that is shared. I'm going to share you a book. Okay. And this book, I want you to probably finish in less than 2 days to 3 days. Don't take more than this. Have it as, don't use it as a relaxation book. Use it as something early morning. Early morning, you should read at least around 10-15 pages of it. Okay. And I will give you the e-version of it. Okay. I usually don't promote any kind of plagiarism and all. So I would like to suggest you this book. I'll give it to you guys. this book is around somewhere around 160 pages, and it's called as a flight plan. Okay, it's called plan, and I think this is something which is more required for people who are right now in Vijayadashmi. I think I would suggest people to get into this book, and I will send you the e-version of this book, guys. I don't want you to purchase this right now. Okay, I'll tell you what to purchase and what not to purchase. So if you are watching this video, guys, and this is what is happening, these people are inside a forum called as Fest. Uh, it's a different kind of thing. Okay, it's called as, if you want me to know why I kept it as Fest, Fest has a full form. It's called as Finance Excellence Strategy Technocrats. But Fest also has many other conjoint words. For example, how many of you know this word called as manifestation? You know this word called manifestation? Okay, here we do something else. It's called as moneyfestation. Okay, MONEY and festation. So fest is a process of 37 days. I think everyone is going through this right now. And in this 37 days, they technically go to that level when they can dominate this asuras. And they will also not know it. There is no syllabus to it. There is no structure to it, but it happens in a kind of a format. There is a format into this. And everyone is welcome to learn more about it. You can connect with anyone. If you are watching this video, you can connect there also. So the triangle that I'm going to give it to you today for everyone, let me just tell you this, okay? So there is a very simple thing, okay? Very simple, simplified structure that I'm going to give to you. I've noted it down, just 1 second, please. Give me a second. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it is divided into 3 parts. I might not be able to give you in depth here, but I think I should give you only this part by which you can understand this. This sounds very simple. My job is basically to make very complex things sound easy, simple, implementable, and executable. Okay, that's how I'm looking at things. If there are many other complex things which are very good to see, very nice to hear, but technically, if you cannot do this, it's not going to work out. So what I'm going to talk to you today is about, um, I want all of you guys to become astrologers. Okay, what will happen if you guys have become astrologers, or probably that power where you can see your future? What will happen? It is good or bad? Anyone can unmute and talk. What will happen if you become astrologer? Yeah.
Yeah, Dada, we will be able to see our future, and we can definitely change it to a certain extent, because if it is not according to our goals and our visions, we can certainly change it, and we can see the wider perspective of the whole world, actually, where the whole world is going. Probably we can impact that as well, if we go beyond ours. What do you say?
See, there is perspective changes. A normal human being will do the same thing, whatever you said. Okay, how many of you agree to Gaurav? Just raise your hand. You all agree to Gaurav? So let me tell you the other side of it. When you have this power of seeing your future, this is a tendency. This is the monkey tendency inside us to go there and look at the better part of it. Yes or no? Yes or no? Would you like to see yourself in a bad position tomorrow? Anyone has that kind of a thing? Why not? Why not? Why not? Why you are not accepting that there can be a negative thing tomorrow? There can be a bad thing tomorrow. There can be a failure tomorrow. Why not? Why no answer?
Yeah, I think Dada, I got it. I mean,
You got
if
it.
we change, yeah.
Enlightenment.
Okay,
Aha
okay,
moment.
and like aha moment. Yes, I got it.
Good.
Because all the
So
development, all the progress actually comes from all those failures, in fact, more than your successes. So you won't grow actually if you will change it. You will make
yeah.
it good thing.
So anyone understanding this? What is happening just now? Just now, guys, it is happening right now. Okay, I think you got it. Anyone else would like to share something? Just now. It is just 30 seconds old, guys. If you miss it, you will leave this. You will not understand this. Yeah, Kiran, you want to say something?
So if we are able to see the future, like how I draw an analogy with the GPS, I daily use while driving and to navigate the Mumbai traffic. So I before starting the journey, I check which which route has got more traffic, so I avoid that so that I reach my destination uh, through a route where there is less of traffic. You know, so if I draw the same analogy uh, and in astronomy, like if I become an astronomer and I am able to see the future, then maybe whatever negative things are there, maybe I can start today itself to avoid those.
You can't. See, I'll tell you. Can I be an astrologer for you guys? I'll give you 100% accurate results right now itself. And for that I don't charge any dakshina also. By the way, I'm also from the Pandit family, so I can do that. Can I give you a 100% accurate future? You will die. Okay, but don't ask me when. Okay, so why I'm telling you this is now death is good or bad? Okay, let me tell you this. Okay, I did my research on a topic called as apoptosis. Apoptosis. Anyone knows what is apoptosis? Raise your hand. Apoptosis means programmed cell death. Okay. Okay. How many of you can do this? What I'm doing right now with my hand? Just do this. You all can do this, right? This is a good thing or bad thing? This is a good thing or bad thing? Whatever. Now, if okay, leave it, done. Okay. This is a good thing or bad thing? You can shake hands. You can catch hold of somebody's hand like this. It's a power grip, right? It's called as power grip. And a lot of this that body posture coaches. What do you call that? Someone teaches how to stand like that, sit like that, or something. What do you call this? Posture coaches. If if our hand in our fingers, if these cells have not died, we will not be able to do this. Correct? Otherwise, we'll be all like duck. Yes or no? Getting me? So it is good or bad, I don't know. Now, since it is not there, we cannot swim better like the ducks. Otherwise, we would have done it. Yes or no? Today, Michael Phelps wouldn't have been a gold medalist. Everyone is a gold medalist then, because they all have this. They have a power way of doing this thing. Are you getting my point? So some of the things has to die. Okay. Now, why I'm talking about all these points is, I'll come to this 3-point triangle. Is you all said you want to be an amazing astrologer. If you have the power, you are very happy. But I'll tell you, you will be sad. You'll be sad because you'll be able to see things, but you will not be able to control. Okay. So go back to the recording which I gave it to Ganeshji, where you will understand about the 10 different dimensions of consciousness. Where you will understand this is the one of the dimensions where you will be able to see the future, but you will not be able to do something. Right. And that is bad. So the first thing is you all mentioned, okay, I will be knowing better. So don't try to create something better for you. Don't try. It is going to happen if you work today. How many of you think that this is the aha moment? If you want to, so today's problem, today's whatever is happening is because of the frustration of yesterday. Correct? So tomorrow you want to be frustrated, then do something today, right? You have to do something today. So if you want to earn tomorrow, then you need to work bloody today. If you want to have a fantastic thing, how many of you would be happy to die if everything is settled up in your family and your kids been taken care of, your mummy, papa, everyone is taken care of, dog, cat, house, building, credit card, loan, car, everything is taken care of. You'll be happy to die. Openly tell me. Yes or no? Okay. And everyone is settled. Everyone has got all the things. You'll be happy to die. Yes or no? That's what I'm telling you. So here comes the thing is, it is not about the journey also. Okay, it is about the purpose. There has to be a purpose for all of us. That is the first thing. People keep on setting goals. You have got goals. Okay, sir, I want to earn 1 crore, 5 crore, 10 crore. Okay, fine. Sir, I want to go here. I want to go there. Fantastic. But there has to be a core purpose. That is rule number one. That is point number one. The purpose of purposes. POP. Okay, that is first point. I want to go deep into this. Number two, the purpose will give rise to your long-term and short-term goals. There is no other way. Okay, so this is under chapter one only. Okay, there are 3 chapters. There is a triangle. Okay, I'll not go deep into this. Okay, I'm going to make this an easy video for everyone to grasp. I don't have any presentations. So this is the Gurukul way of talking. Okay. No presentations, no blackboard, no chalk duster, PPT. Number two is so once you know your power of purpose, 90% people they don't know this. If you learn it earlier, you will become Tendulkar. If you learn it and somebody learned it at the age of 60 plus, he becomes the KFC owner. You know that uncle, right? Okay. So it is your power of purpose, and this comes only with certain guided principles of being aligned with somebody. Otherwise, it will not happen because your vibration. I'm not going to go deep into this. Your vibration might not be of that level, so that you can understand. Okay, this is what is happening around me. So that's why many people are PhD scholars not earning enough. It happens, right? So I usually give this example of a PhD auto driver, right? So what is the point of having a PhD and you are still driving an auto rickshaw? There is a point, right? So this is like underutilizing of your powers. I met somebody yesterday. I don't want to disclose the name. She is an amazing person. She has done so many. She has gone to many countries and all these things. Right now, she has probably an experience with many people. They don't have that kind of an experience. She's highly technical, knowledgeable about certain things. But you know how much she's earning right now? She's earning somewhere around 20,000. That to given as a kind of what do you say, a monthly some donation given to her. She's surviving. She's just surviving. Understanding? So that's sad. So that is the first part is what if you don't know your purpose, you'll be taken for granted. Anyone is going to kick you like a ball, football. If you do not know your purpose, you will be a part of somebody's purpose. Barabar? Okay. Point number two, this is very deep, guys, very deep. If you don't have a strong purpose or an understanding, you will not have a desire. If you don't have a desire, you will not have that flame. If you don't have the flame, you don't have a wish. You don't have the wish, you stay in the same place and you are comfortable with anything uncomfortable. It is called as being comfortable with the uncomfortable. You will not understand that this is not uncomfortable. That's why some people are okay with being into slums. They're okay with that. Why? They're not happy? Yeah, they are happy. Fantastic. Okay. The luxury guy can spend probably 1 crore in a event. He can spend probably 10 rupees, but he's happy. Fantastic. So happiness does not vary in prices. It is all about the way you want to look at things. Point number two is, for this POP, you need to have verb. Verb means what? Action. You need to have to do something, right? Some work has to be done. Even if you're calling somebody, even if you're typing something, if you're meeting somebody or writing something, there has to be some verb into this, something moving. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And if you are not moving also, then also you are doing something. Staying idle is also a movement, right? Not taking a decision to move is also a movement. Sometimes you should wait. Okay, but action is something which is very, very important. And the most biggest problem is people, as I said, like today is Vijayadashami, I'm going to give you something. How many of you procrastinate? Even I also do that. Yeah, 5 minutes, yeah, snooze. Okay. Oh, tomorrow. Nothing's gonna die. Chalana, no problem. We snooze it, right? So this is what happens. There is an animal inside us who is making us to being lazy. Being lazy is another form of procrastination. Yes or no? And you feel, oh man, I am courageous. The most courageous animal, according to human beings, is called lion. That is the most laziest fellow, untidiest fellow, ugliest fellow in terms of it is a very selfish fellow. It just hunts when it is hungry. That's animal instinct. Yes or no? How many of you are staying in the same job adapting with the situation and the environment, even though you are less paid, even though you have a clumsy boss, even though you have a bad environment, and you're still existing because you are the lion. You don't want to take a jump. Yes or no? Are you understanding these animal instincts? How many of us will try to change the job because when the water comes this much, you need to jump? Maximum people change their job when the water goes here. Okay, or his requirement goes, or he is scared. Just look at that, right? So people take action when the water level goes to that level. So if you need to have a controlled lifestyle, if you want to be in this journey process, you need to constantly take action. That I'm not asking you to constantly keep on moving jobs, but technically in FEST people, they don't need job. So people who are watching this video, I'm telling you openly, FEST guys, they don't need a job. They are providers. They are not, you cannot employ them. Okay, the people who are here, the faces, just recognize this. These people cannot be employed because they are vibrating in a different level now. Okay, so now let's go into deep part of it. So how do you take action without knowing your future? Good question. Okay, how to take action without knowing your future? That is called risk, my dear. Right, that is called risk. That is what you want. So risk taking, every entrepreneur, every successful guy, every actor, actress, whoever you can think of, these guys have mastered this principle of taking risk without an expectation from future. Correct. So there is a very difference, very less difference between these two words called as prediction and forecasting. Okay, prediction, dictation, talking. I'll talk, you will write. That is called dictation, right? Prediction. I'm telling you before this. I'm telling you before this. That's called prediction, right? And forecasting. Casting means making a mold beforehand. That is called the mental mold, right? The entire universe right now, according to me, I have no idea who is doing it. This. The entire business works on these two words called as prediction and forecasting. Whether it is trading, cryptocurrency, mutual funds, or buying your vehicles, automobiles, any goddamn thing, your real estate, anything. You need to buy it mentally first, and then you're going to buy it. Correct? Right? And that's the science that these people learn here. These are the people who they learn here. That's the science they learn here, is how this entire mental model is created, how this entire structure is created. And it takes seconds. That's why the deals that comes to us, we are able to close them in a fraction of seconds. So if you ask me, you need to take the first step without any guarantee. Sounds good? That's the first step. You need to do this. Somehow you have to go and how do you make money, boss? How you have to make money for people to people? How do you meet people? You have to go and tell them, hello, chief, how do you do? Howdy, hi. That is the first level of earning money. Are you understanding, guys? You don't. How many of you want to be tomorrow richer? Openly tell me. How many of you want? Okay, guys who are watching this video, for you guys, you want to be rich? Good. Then meet some 20, 30 people today and tell them that I have got something, I want to give it to you. That's the only way. That's the only way. Okay? Give it to them. Don't charge. Don't charge. Be so goddamn good. They should be like bewildered. Why is so much good? That's the time the business happens. Cool. So this is what I want to tell you. Okay. The last point, the first point is called as POP. The second point I called as action points. The third point is called as CC. How many of you know BCC, CC, 2? You know, right? In Gmail or something, they call as carbon copy. No, this is called as course correction. What is course correction? You all have been in flights, right? So a human being is only required to do some manual things. The entire flight can operate by its own self. How many of you know this? It has got autopilot system. So constantly, in fact, you give some air turbulence also, the plane will automatically adjust to the course, right? Yes or no? Correct? Now, Just look at that thing. So if the angle is just 1 radian away, the aeroplane will go probably after 2 hours, it will go and land somewhere. It has to go to X, it will go to Y, and X and Y is like thousands of kilometers difference, right? So it is like that golf ball, 1 degree angle changed, and the hole and the ball is different. You understood, right? Mental model, right? So this is something which is very powerful. Now, this is where people fail. You can have a fantastic purpose, you can have an amazing action taking capacity, oh, Josh, energy, but there has to be constantly some push. I told you, no, you have to fight with the demons, and you cannot win over them. Clear? How is Dashami? This is a good message for Dashami. These demons are going to constantly make you. This is like that air turbulence. Something will come in between. These are like distraction, disturbances, deflection. All these things will come. Sometimes you will get into greed. Sometimes you will get into fear. Sometimes it will be emotional change. Your own health conscious problems will be happening. Your neighbors will be happening. Some goddamn thing is going to. These are air turbulences, right? So you need to do something called as consistent course correction. CCC, 3C, very powerful 3C. How do you do that? You have to learn first. There is no other way. There is no other goddamn way. You can try doing it. You keep on meditating it. Nothing is going to happen. That is my job. I'll tell you over this. When you meditate and doing all these things, okay, great. You have got a purpose. Okay, enlightenment done. When you open your mind, you are thinking of so many abundance. This is happening. You have an amazing forecasting and a prediction capacity. But when you open your eyes, the reality is going to slap you so hard, and you're going to be falling on your face. This, many people cannot take that. Okay, they see the problem as a big, huge problem, but the problem has to start with the very small things. How do you eat an elephant? Bite by bite. So let me give you some tips on Vijayadashami, okay, with my real-time things. Let's call this as Dada's Almira. It's a new word, right? Dada's Almira. So what is this Almira is all about? I have a lot of books, and it is like all spread out. My entire family shits on this, okay? They hate me because I have a very untidy table. But there is a lot of science into that being untidy, okay? So I needed to keep the book somewhere, and I had to buy some shelves or something. So I had to buy an Almira to keep all the books and all. I procrastinated for 6 months, guys. Even though I had Amazon and Flipkart and all those things, I can go to somebody and they can get it constructed. But then I just procrastinated. You know why? The reason I gave it. Every person who is a procrastination expert, okay, perfectionist in procrastination, that is a nice word, perfectionist in procrastination, they will understand this. Okay, I will do it tomorrow. Okay, what, man, I just order it and it will be done. So they pre-gauge their entire thing. I also did the same thing. I didn't buy this. For 6 months, I couldn't buy this. And it was all lying here and there. And I don't know what happened. Why I was not able to buy this? Because I was scared, technically, this is the truth, that if I order and if it is not fitting into that area, then it's going to be a waste for me. Okay, deep inside my thing, there was a fear. If it is not fitting in, am I going to again dismantle the entire thing and give it return back to them? Because the product is good, I cannot tell them that this is not good. Correct? So if I order from IKEA or I order from Amazon or whatever, that is not the thing. The thing is, the problem seems something which is very, very significant, and it was very big. One fine day, I went to a grocery store, whatever, all these things, stationery store, and I saw one kid was playing with this carpenter's tape. Do you know what is a carpenter's tape? That thing. Okay, carpenter will use a measuring tape, no? I said, how much? He said, some 25, 30 rupees. It was a small one. I said, okay, give me one. What happened? I brought it, I measured it, and I thought, okay, this is fitting perfectly. And I ordered it. I think less than 3 or 4 days, the shipment was done. I think everything was settled up. Anyone getting an aha moment here? The problem was not the Almira. The problem was not the size fitting in. The problem was about taking a very small step. That is called course correction. Getting me? The problem was not even the 25 rupees measuring tape. The problem was buying something that can measure and goddamn do that. You need to do that. That is the action part of it. Okay. So I think this principle, Dada's Almira, will be always there in your mind, right? So what was the thing? What was the the asur inside me was stopping me was this fear. Second one, time. Third one, greed. Greed of I can do anything. No problem. Okay, I was looking at this, anything can happen. So are you able to see in every problem you have this animal instinct? Are you able to see this? Every problem, even health problem, mind problem, money problem, whatever problem. So the only thing is you need to bloody go down and understand that. Okay, this is the problem. Every problem has a solution, yes or no? Okay. Now the question is, you might not have, somebody else might have. So go and talk to that fellow. Or else it will be written in somewhere. Then open the book and read. But in the due course of finding this guy and reading this, you will get a lot of experience. That is another experience. The second part is action. This needs consistent actions. The biggest power is, some of the big scholars, they have said is, it is not about the goal. It is not about the action. It is about how much you are consistent of never giving up. Okay, just imagine me and Mike Tyson fighting in a ring. What will happen? He's one slap, I'm dead. Yes or no? Yes or no? Me and Mike Tyson fighting together. Oh my God. It is like me and death God. But what will happen if I stand up again? At least I need at least 2 shots. Or how many of things? At least 2 shots to be fully dead. But if I give one more shot, I'm 100% sure I will at least move his mindset to 0.1%. Yes or no? If I stand up once again, at least 0.01%. One more time, 1%. One more time. Let's understand. This is the, it's called as sphere gravity. There is another word called sphere gravity. I'll talk about that. Guys, if you're watching this on the video, let me tell you, there are many things which you will not find in any goddamn MBA books, guaranteed. So I'll just give you a structure, okay? Let me tell this, okay? Can you see this pencil, guys? It's a pencil, okay? Okay, let's make it as a scale. I think I don't know if I have a scale here. I don't have a scale. Okay, let's say it's a scale. It's a dimension. Okay, this is very stable if it is like this. But if you just change the angle to little bit, might be 1 degree or half degree, remaining part gravity will do it. Yes or no? Correct? Okay. Today is Vijayadashami. I want you to leave your ego, the stubbornness, the stealth that you have. Strong. No, I am like this. Just give your life a little bit of a relaxation. Just a little bit. Remaining part, let it be done by the gravity. What is gravity? The force which technically no one knows from where it is coming. Right? Allow flexibility. Rather than you controlling your future, designing, I need in that way and all these things, and mindfulness and abundance and all this is bullshit crap. Move your ass today. Move. Get up and do something. That's the only thing I'm telling you. This is the only thing you have to do. Just move it. Might be something. Buy that small carpenter's tape. Okay? Buy that thing that is required. Yes or no? The biggest challenges that you have starts with the small things. Right? Read one more page. Walk more. Oh, so, hello, someone asked me about the fitness. Eat less or eat more. Walk less or walk more. Or push up 1 extra push-ups. Whatever. Good. See, I'm giving you so again. I also many times don't do it. I'll do it. And anyone wants to be an accountability partner for me? Okay, get up in the morning, walk. Take a picture. Share it in the group. Okay. Guys, if you're watching this, this is just a tip of an iceberg of what exactly happens in that test. Okay, so with that, how was the session, guys? Any feedback? And I think we are done. So these are the 3 pointers I gave you. The first pointer was POP, purpose of purposes. Second one is inaction. Okay, inaction. Inaction means always in action. And the third thing is the consistency. Okay, course correction consistency. You need to be constantly correcting your thing. You need to fight all the Mahishasurs in your head. That is the only devil right? You need to constantly fight that. Constant course correction. I don't think so there is a fourth element required here. Yes, there is a fourth element required. It's called as blessing of some positive energy somewhere. It might be your parents, your gods, your whatever the things that you want. There has to be someone, some power somewhere blessing you. Otherwise, you will correct your course to something else. Correct. So instead of Newton sitting under the apple tree, what will happen if he's sitting under the jackfruit tree? There will be no gravity. Yes or no? So there is some power which is giving you some kind of a direction. So believe that there is something beyond us, okay, which has no face, which has no start, which has no end, which is limitless, which is powerful, unstoppable, and it has probably, I think, no explanation of how this energy is. No one knows. No one knows this. And don't try to know it. Live your life, man. Enough. Don't be the bonk at this age. Sounds good? So, guys, a little bit of feedback. How do you feel about it? Anyone can talk anything. Okay. We just have only 2 minutes each maximum. Go ahead. Okay, you can start and pass the mic. Just talk about how was the session. That's it.
Okay, Dada, I want to tell everybody that, this was an amazing session again. Again, mind blowing. I just don't have words because all the past structures have been completely shattered about meditation, manifestation, abundance. You keep breaking all those bridges which we have created with so much efforts. But what do we say? I mean, you have just completely explained the whole thing of, we started with spirituality, then you went to manifestation, not manifestation. Then
Yes.
we went to become an astrologer. Suddenly you took us back to the journey and purpose, and then POP, then the inaction part, and then this CCC, which is C3, I think, for us,
CC.
consistent course correction. So amazing. And I mean, you have really given us, the whole crux of, all those probably 10 to 12 books, which we might have gone through, and then still there is no surety that we will be able to find these gems.
Yeah.
So we are so
Good.
grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you. There's only one question, Dada, that what is like this example of Almira is amazing. I mean, it's really amazing. It will.
It's the truth. I mean, I'm not making this up. This is
No,
truth.
I understand, but this has become a very amazing example, for us actually. Now it will stick to our mind actually,
Good. Yeah.
Yes. So I just want to ask, having that measuring tape, sorry. I mean, like there were some asuras actually which were stopping you. Let's
Yeah.
call them asura, right? So
Yeah.
how do we recognize exactly that act actually? If we do that, the whole thing will be shattered. So how do we recognize that thing? I mean, in any work that we do.
So ignorance is the biggest fear. So opposite of ignorance is enlightenment. Enlightenment comes from experience. Experience starts with taking wrong decisions. Wrong decision starts with taking risk. Taking risk starts with being uncomfortable and being happy with the not comfortable. And that thing starts with pixel consciousness. Over. Right? So if you are right now here, you are actually having multiple pixel consciousness happening right now. So people, if you are watching this, I don't know how to hide. I have nothing to hide. Please connect with anyone inside Fest. They will probably be glad to tell you about pixel consciousness, how it exactly works. And that is what we actually master. We master that part. We don't master the entire thing. It is not required. Technically not required. The moment you said, I'm going to do it, that I am going to do it, is the source of everything happening in this world. Everything. Right? And it starts with a small, my topic was apoptosis. It's called as programmed cell death. Okay. How does any plant, okay, any rose, okay, rose plant, okay, there is a one cell right at the top of it. There is one cell. How does it know? Right now I have to make a flower this side. I have to make a thorn this side. I have to make a leaf this side. It is coming from one cell only, right? How does it know? Is it genetics? Yes, of course. But how does it know its timing? How does it know its angle, right? You have seen some flowers will have leaves like this, then the next leaf is like this, right? It's all start with pixel consciousness. It is a very, very significant thing, which is insignificant thing, which you cannot see. All right, good. Thank you, Gaurav. Let's move on to the next person. Whom you want to pass on the mic? Quick, quick, quick.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. Kiran.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Dada. So happy Vijayadashmi to you, and happy Vijayadashmi to all Fest family and everybody else who's watching this video. So Dada's message on this special day is to conquer all your vices, be victorious in your life by defeating all your asuras, and the good, the bad, the ugly, the positives, the negatives. I think everything is inside us. So it is up to us to conquer these asuras and be victorious by taking massive action. So we are all here to get massive results. Now, massive results cannot be achieved by taking mediocre actions, you know, or maybe, as Dada said, sitting idle. Uh, so I think my takeaway would be to be victorious in life by conquering your asuras and take massive action to achieve massive results.
Great.
Thank
Great.
you. Thank you.
Whom you want to pass the mic?
Ganesh sir.
Okay, so we'll have only 2 people more. Okay, let me course correct you. You cannot defeat the asuras. You cannot conquer these asuras. Okay, how many of you know what is a dynamo? Anyone, an old guy like me? It used to be there in our cycles. The more you pedal, the light will go glow more brighter. Anyone knows dynamo? Yeah. You cannot defeat this, guys. Even God cannot defeat this. Hello? Even God cannot defeat this. So what you have to do is, you need to have constant action to diminish their effect. That's the only thing you can do. Okay, it's the dynamo effect. You have to constantly pedal if you need a constantly glow of light. Beautiful example, right? The more you pedal, the more it will be enlightened. That doesn't mean the dark is not going to come back. You stop paddling, the dark is going to come back. Fantastic, right? So thank you, Kiran, for bringing this to me. Because if you don't ask me, I will not give you. I will not start thinking also. So never conquer. I'm telling you, never conquer, never defeat. But be in so much action so that the darkness is not coming to you. Good. It's a beautiful thing. So let's say you are cycling and this dynamo is there. I want you to see the 10 feet in front of you. It is my guarantee you will reach your destination one day. Walk this 10 feet, another 10 feet will open. How? Constantly pedal. You cannot stop the entire thing. You cannot have a suddenly, okay, that is God's thing. Okay, suddenly everything is white. No. Only make that 10 feet or 5 feet in front of you illuminated. That's the only thing it's required. How do you do it? Push it. You will never be able to defeat the asuras. That is my, you can write and give it. No. Technically, no. It will raise up again. It will come back again. It's like Rakta Beach. It's going to come back again. It will become back much more powerful because it is learning from your mistakes and it will overpower you there only. He knows your loopholes. He knows your weaknesses. Good. So I think today we are making this Vijayadashami a great grand start with this amazing message. Good. Over to you, sir.
I think Ganesh sir has having some connectivity issues. Maybe
Yeah.
Ravi can continue.
हेलो दादा
Yes, Ravi.
ये सेशन जो है वो बहुत बेहतरीन था। ये जो आपने बताया सर कि जैसे पीयूपी है या कंसिस्टेंट एक्शन है और ट्रिपल CCC, सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि हाउ टू फाइंड द पर्पस एंड व्हाट इज द पर्पस, क्योंकि पर्पस के बारे में बहुत लोग डिफाइन करते हैं कि पर्पस, पैशन, फाइंड योर पर्पस एंड पैशन, बट मैं जानना चाहता हूं सर कि व्हाट इज द रियल पर्पस, पैशन एंड हाउ टू फाइंड इट.
Okay. You want short answer or long answer? I don't have time for long.
Short answer. हाँ.
Don't find it. Enjoy your life. Otherwise, you will become a monk. ना खा पाओगे ना enjoy कर पाओगे. Okay. Don't find it. The purpose will find you.
Okay.
Okay. Live your life. Worry free. Live your life. Give your fullest and do whatever. This is the 5 principles where we work. Whatever you are working, it should be ethically correct, morally correct, spiritually correct, financially correct, and legally correct.
और ये जो do what you love जैसा है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है कि do what you love.
See, there are a lot of people are talking about passion, empathy, and love yourself and all. My question is, whatever you are doing, whatever you are loving, if it is not giving a kind of an end result in terms of monetizable things, then it is a nonsense. A passion without a profit is poverty. क्या बोला मैंने? लिख लो यार. Right? कभी-कभी अंदर से ना बहुत कुछ निकल जाता. Passion without what is that? Hey, repeat man, please someone. Passion
without profit is equal to poverty.
Yeah, of course. So you are doing some amazing painting. किसी को बेच नहीं पाया तो उस पेंटिंग का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. See, understand? If you are not able to sell, then it is of no value to someone. If it is no value to someone, it is of no use to them. Why? Because it is not going to be a solution to their problems. Then if it is not a solution-centered thing, then technically you are in shit. Yes or no? अगर आप काम पे ही नहीं लग रहे हो, किसी काम पे नहीं आ रहे हो, तो बाहर में जाओ फिर. Okay, now guys, if you are watching me in this form, this is how I talk.
But हमारे पास जैसे कि प्रॉफिट है, लेकिन पैशन नहीं है.
जब प्रॉफिट है, पैशन बन जाएगा अपने आप. जिस दिन तुम्हारा प्रॉफिट आना बंद हो जाएगा, फिर देखो पैशन नीड में बन जाएगा.
जी.
जरूरत बन जाएगी आपकी.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
जिस दिन प्रॉफिट आना बंद हो जाएगा, उस दिन आपका पैशन जो है ना, वो नीड बन जाएगा, नेसेसिटी बन जाएगा. आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. अपने आप पैशन आएगा भाई, अपने आप पैशन आएगा. या तो गन आपके ऊपर रहेगा, ना तो गन किसी और के ऊपर रहेगा जिसको आप प्यार करते हो. वो पैशन ऑटोमेटिकली काम आ गया.
Dada, just one short thing actually about it, that when you never find your purpose, but your purpose finds you. So what do we do until we don't find our purpose? I mean, what
enjoy
is
your
the
life.
Okay.
Just enjoy your life, give best. Okay, live life with giving, adding value. Don't expect anything. No guarantee. Take risk.
Okay, great.
Thank you, Dada. Thank you.
Good. Last one, Santosh. Go ahead.
Last one. गणेश सर हैं? गणेश सर नहीं है.
Santosh, I think Santosh can.
हाँ, संतोष.
Yeah, I will go ahead.
Hey, I'm also
Okay,
there.
both of you guys are there.
But
Okay. Let Santosh talk, then we'll bring in Mr. Ganesh.
Actually, you connected everything with a short line with whatever we are facing in our life, like dark circle, like dark light. We have to take consistent action in order to make that brighter one. So I think it is very necessary to take massive action in order to make our life bright, avoiding that dark light coming into our life. That is my big takeaway.
I'll again course correct you. How do you know it is massive? Who has told you that your action is massive? From what you are comparing? Wrong concept. What?
Okay.
What is massive means what? You have to anything bigger, anything sweeter, anything which is a comparative word. You are comparing with what?
The amount of work we are putting in.
There has to be a scale, right? You are comparing with something. How do you call it as a massive action, good action, bad action, negative action, powerful action? You have to compare with something. Unfortunately, hello, people who are looking at purpose. The purpose is this. If you are not having a comparative study here, anything that cannot be measured, I don't want to go into that. It is not my word. It is given by Henry Ford. Anything that we can't measure, Don't do it. So how do you measure this massive action? Your massive action is only thing is your competition with your own self. You have to compare with your own self. What you have done yesterday, what you are doing right now. What you have done half an hour back, how are you doing right now? Understanding? Okay. I learned it from our late athlete. He was an amazing Olympian. Okay. How many of you know about Milkha Singh? All know about Milkha Singh, the flying Sikh. So I had a chance to be with him for quite some time. And this is what he said. It is massive action बोल के कुछ होता नहीं है. There's only one thing is just give one more. Just give one more. One more step, one more push up, one more try, one more page. He says this amazing information is called as the +1 principle, and I give all the credits to him. Milkha Singh, Mr. Milkha Singh. He's an amazing person. Powerful, right? Okay, just push one. And now this is my technique. So when are you going to do that +1? When you are tired, exhausted, completely devastated. That's the time. I told you, no, me and Mike Tyson fighting. Just imagine. I'll come up one side. Kya hoga? Fear of death. That's the last biggest fear. The biggest fear in the life is called fear of death. Right? Challenge it. Kya hoga? Maroge nahi. If you don't it, if you study, what will happen? Guys, what will happen? If you work on whatever you are doing for extra 1 hour every day, what will happen? That's why Dhamma Mastery. That's why morning these 8 o'clock sessions. You come here. There's a beautiful way. Every day you push one priority a day, keeps the poverty away. Number 2, you find 10 different ideas every goddamn day, which no books in the world can do it. And this is all happening without me. Today is the last day. Tomorrow onwards, the next Monday onwards is going to start. So people who are watching this, if you want to know more about it, book a call with any one of them. I'm going to give you some links out there. You can book call with anyone. They will tell you what exactly is happening and how to take it out this. This is not a kind of a sales protocol. Okay. Your life, your destiny, you take a call. Remember one thing, luck, opportunity. Technically, these are all things which is already done by somebody beyond us. So thank you so much for sharing this. Let's move on to the next person, guys. So Santosh, did I answer you? You didn't ask me the question, but I still answered you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you.
There is nothing called as massive action. The thing is you are already in action. Okay, so massive action is that push you need to do when you are exhausted, you are tired, you are almost dead. That's the time. Stand up, do it once again. Powerful. Okay, Kiran, for you, meet 20 people, 30 people, top floors. You will have a lot of procrastination. Nay, not today. Oh, what he will think of me? I'm not wearing a good dress. I cannot talk about this. You want to go into high ticket, right? This is what is high ticket. Meet these people, and if everyone says no, try one more time. Okay, this is my rule. In first, I teach people how many times you should try. There is a formula, there is a structure. Okay, good. Let's move into Mr. Ganesh. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Today there was a lot of clarity. What I understand is like primary thing is like enjoy the present moment.
Yeah.
And POP, look for your purpose in life, not to the extent of making that as a primary motive. Let it come to you, but at the same time, make money. Money is a measure of whether you are giving value or not, because people won't give part with money unless you give some value. So everything else kind of fits in with that. All our questions are answered because we got a overview of everything, and we are happy to do what we do, irrespective of whichever stage we are in. We have got complete clarity, then it's also okay. We got no clarity, then also it's okay. Every stage is okay, because we know like everything is normal, natural at that particular stage. And we are on a journey, and the main thing is like get enlightenment or clarity, whichever way you want to call it. And it's fairly easy. It's not too big of a science. Things are pretty much clear because you have gone through it, and give us a gist of what is important. Where do you have to look? So it all comes to pixel consciousness. being in that awareness and ensuring that we don't lose it when we see it. But these sessions are giving us a kind of vision or ability to look for those opportunities. Otherwise, you would have been blind. Maybe we are driving a car with dirty windscreen. So you are giving us a clarity of the windscreen, how we can get the clarity ourselves and go forth in our journey. Amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Today I thought like we got everything put together and it's kind of integrated. Thank
Okay.
you once again.
Thank you. So I'll probably put Ganesh sir to your course correction. Come out of the car. Okay. No need for a windscreen also. Enjoy that rain, enjoy that dirt, enjoy that mud, whatever it is happening. Okay. Okay. You might think, oh, I will fall sick or I will not do. But that is something which is priceless. That is how you live right now. Yes or no? Okay. So I would like you to go bountiful. Find out what is the best way you can, change this entire moment to STC. So with that, let me, close to this session. So guys, if you are watching this, I don't know where you are watching this, in whichever the platform, if you like what you have just seen, it is a very powerful morning of Vijay Dashami, where you are empowered, okay, with all these powers, with your higher intellect to take over the lower part of the intellect and start focusing on how you can make your life bountiful. So this is, I'm not an inspirational coach or a motivational coach. I talk business. I talk about the financial attributes of it. There are multiple facets to it. I'm not going to say, if you like it or share it or comment it. I will never tell you that. I will just only tell you, drop in a message of what you felt has connected with you. That's it. Just drop in a message wherever it is. Okay, drop in a message, whatever you felt that connected with you. And if you want to know something beyond this or all these things, this is a requirement, I think. Thank you so much for being with me for such a long time. And if you are watching this right now, I think you deserve a gift, because sitting and learning this for more than 1 hour, it's not a joke. Okay, so the currency today is called attention. And if we have taken your attention, all of us as participating members, thanks to everyone, I think that value is huge. So connect back. I'm sure definitely there is a gift waiting for you. That will be amazing. So this is one way you move closer to the destination, which is already defined for you. So thank you so much. With that, I will see you in some other sessions with the people, with loving people. And if you want to be in this group of people who are now into that enlightenment process, come in, join in. It's an open forum, and the doors are quite open. And as I said, I might have a small house, but I have a big open heart. Thank you so much, guys, and see you on the other side. Bye-bye.